He's not going to sit there and say, my favorite athlete is XYZ.
Do you have the Super Bowl speech?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah. It's not written down, but it's up there. I can see the parade. I can feel it. I can, 5 degrees brisk, rolling down, hearing the bus roll over all the salt and the ice.
Yeah.
You wear another man's jersey. Your kid wears another man's jersey. You're not the fucking superhero.
But by the way, the Bills never made it to the Super Bowl. They lost once in the wild card round, 4 times in the divisional round, twice in the AFC Championship game. Never made it to a Super Bowl with Josh Allen. There you go. What do you always say about Josh Allen?
Best player in the world.
That's unacceptable.
It's extremely difficult.
Fucking legacy behind. Your kids look up to somebody else and not you because you sat there like the loser that you are watching other niggas chase their dreams with your butt like there.
When Lamar loses, I say Lamar stinks. And when Josh loses, I make excuses for Josh.
Oh, I'm just a regular guy. I'm just a regular guy. Beard on my chest.
Won't they do? Won't they do? Hand up, head up. Won't they do? Hand up, head up. Won't they do?
But that game last night was wild, man. That Buffalo Broncos game, man. The Buffalo Broncos, but Buffalo Bills, Denver Broncos. And I ain't gonna hold you. I kind of called it at the beginning of the game. I don't know. I'm just kind of I don't know if it's superstitious, but for me, when I'm watching sports events, for me, I'll look at a couple of plays or just a couple of movements or some players or something. And for some reason, for me, it communicates to me. And not that I'm always right when I pick these, but I saw a couple plays just at the beginning of the game yesterday. And just after a couple of plays, I was like, man, Denver gonna win this game. You know what I'm saying? Now the game flip-flop went back and forth. Ended up being a great game that was messed up by the refs at the end. But beyond all of that, we ain't even really talking. The refs been messing up football games for a good handful of years now. So we're not gonna talk about that. What we're gonna talk about is just Josh Allen cat.
It's extremely difficult. I feel like I let my teammates down tonight. Your emotion.
And how, man, I saw a clip today, just a little compilation about how many of these announcers came out. Josh Allen is the best quarterback ever, best quarterback in the league, the best prospect I've ever seen. It's just like, bro, they be on this Johnson so crazy, bro. And it's like, you have to question, what is it about Josh Allen that make all of these? And if you go and look at the clip, then you can see a correlation. But it's like, what is it about Josh Allen? Josh Allen that ain't won shit from what I'm understanding. What is it about him that make these fellas say that he just the best thing since sliced bread?
But by the way, the Bills never made it to the Super Bowl. They lost once in the wild card round, 4 times in the divisional round, twice in the AFC Championship game. Never made it to a Super Bowl with Josh Allen. There you go. What do you always say about Josh Allen?
Best player in the world. He is.
And look, and again, yesterday, they gave up 30 points. It is unacceptable when you have the best player in the world and you can't find your way to the big one. It's just unacceptable.
I have a variety of that out of the conversation. Who's the right person in your opinion? Look, this is about Allen. You've got Josh Allen. Shefty mentioned he's going to turn 30. He's the midway point of his career. He has demonstrated that he is as good as any quarterback that ever lived. I'm watching the game 50 years. No one's ever been better than this guy.
I almost drew a full correlation right there, I guess. But it was like, oh my God, bro. And so the Kansas City Chiefs did not make the playoffs this year. Oh shit. It's supposed to have been a shoe-in Buffalo Bills Super Bowl, right?
Do you have the Super Bowl speech?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah. It's not written down, but it's up there. I can see the parade. I can feel it. I can, 5 degrees brisk, rolling down, hearing the bus roll over all the salt and the ice.
Yeah.
Thousands upon thousands of fans filling up downtown Buffalo. I can see where we're going up on the steps at City Hall. I see it all. So you gotta make it turn it into a reality.
Now I'm welling up. All right. There's nobody better than you. JA17.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
Appreciate you too.
You're the man.
Let Josh Allen tell. The only thing been keeping them going to the Super Bowl is Kansas City Chiefs and the referees that play for them. You dig what I'm saying? So you think he gonna come out against anybody else with that in mind? They just finna blow those off of they going to the Super Bowl. Shit, nigga. Josh Allen had 4 turnovers. The one fumble he had was so stupid, bro. He running, getting tackled with the ball just out here. Like, what are you doing, bro? Oh, my man. Josh Allen there. Ready for the big time, ain't he, man? I don't know, bro. Like, Lamar is definitely better. A couple of it. But, yeah, you know what I think, though, man? I'm just talking shit. I don't watch enough of the Buffalo Bills to really judge that man perform. I see him in the playoffs, but, you know, KC probably, you know, was a big bang, a big thorn in his side, but I think Buffalo is just their window is closed and they didn't know it. They window was probably closed last year. You know what I'm saying? Because what they've done is allowed over the 4-5 years that they was battling back and forth with KC and all that. You know, they just gave other teams a chance to get good. You know what I'm saying? The Bears kicking ass. The Jaguars are good. The Denver Broncos. The Detroit Lions last year. You know what I'm saying? So it only takes a couple cycles of drafting some more players, man. Put a little money towards this, that, and the third. You dig what I'm saying? But everybody is, you know, changing up again. Their franchise looking different. And I think Buffalo just, you know, the window closed last year, man, and other teams have gotten on par. So it wasn't just a matter of KC being out the way. You know what I'm saying? They tried to keep in the core together what they had, and the wonder for that core group had passed, you know what I'm saying? And I think they found out yesterday. But you know, Josh Allen tends to have bad performances in the playoffs on a regular basis when they need it.
He's the only guy in the league that when they win, he's an all-time legend, and when they lose, even when it's because of his mistakes, it's gotta be someone else's fault. Blaming McDermott and Brandon Beane and Brandon Cooks and the poor left guard who didn't fall on Allen's fumble. Josh Allen is more of a realist about what happened than his media sycophants. Josh Allen was in tears. You know why? He is their leader. He is the reason they're there. And he blew it. And it wouldn't be that big of a deal if I didn't have to listen to people the day after it happens still say no one's ever played the position better. Are you kidding me?
Man, he's a professional football quarterback, man. So of course that man can do things that only 1% of the population can. I give him his props for that. But damn, bro, like, you hate to have to take stances on these athletes, but it's like certain people going to prop these people up, and so when it doesn't happen, you just have to, for sake of getting that DM. It's not anything personal. Like, I ain't got no problem with Josh Allen or the Buffalo Bills. I actually used to like them back in the days, you know what I'm saying, when they was going against the Cowboys and all that. So it ain't about like beating up the white guy Josh Allen, but it's like the people out here, man. It's like they be trying to use people as they little damn, they mascots for particular trains of thought. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's go to Baltimore now. What did you do to Baltimore? So you pissed off all of New England because you've been a hater and you didn't think they were going to be as good as they are.
Yes.
Quick turnaround.
Yes.
Obviously, it surprised us all what Vrabel's been able to do. Drake May's a real guy. You can admit that. You're allowed to change that going forward. Excited to watch you. Now let's talk about Baltimore. Why do they hate you?
Hate me.
That's not a good city to be hated in. I don't think Baltimore's a good city to be hated in. Just because they're very passionate, great shit talkers. And I watched The Wire.
Yeah, bingo.
And I just don't know.
Have not.
Shit.
Smart.
Have not seen The Wire.
Watch that later if you make up with them. Amen. What did you do?
Actually, I've pondered going to the Morgan Wallen show in Baltimore this summer because it's not in New England.
I don't.
That's interesting.
That's an interesting
I don't
dynamic
know.
there. I don't know how to feel.
That's the right.
I
Here's how
don't know.
Baltimore, Texas.
I genuinely don't know what the right answer is here. Okay, on that note, why do they hate you down in Baltimore?
I believe they hate me because I voted for Josh to win the MVP last year, and everyone thinks that when Lamar loses, I say Lamar stinks, and when Josh loses, I make excuses for Josh, which is not factually accurate.
Yes, that's kind of your guys' thing on ESPN. You know, we're currently on ESPN.
1,000% true.
I said that.
It's literally not true. It's just made up. It's 100% made up.
Interesting.
Okay, 100% seems like a pretty high number, like you just Orlovsky did.
No, it's 100% made up that I'm like hypercritical of Lamar. I'm not. Lamar lost in the playoffs last year, and I was one of the people who was like, I can't pin this on Lamar, even though he has the 2 turnovers. And I'm like, one of those turnovers are plays that Lamar 49 out of 50 times makes something great out of. And so I have nothing but love for Lamar. I voted for Lamar the year before
Dan,
an MVP.
Dan,
what?
When the Bills got beat this weekend, all you were doing was bitching about the officiating.
Yeah, were you kicked out of your X account? Was it not working? Like, what was happening? I didn't see anything coming up whenever Josh Allen was.
I honestly, I didn't talk about the Bills game much yesterday. We didn't talk about it because the McDermott firing.
Yeah, but
which was
during the
another
game.
was another reason people from Baltimore were mad.
During
by
the
way.
game?
Yeah. During the game.
What'd you say, Connor?
Well, there's a lot of things to address here, it seems like.
People were mad about the fodder around the McDermott firing because the reasoning was, hey, if you don't win enough, you got to make a change. Yeah, there it is, results-based business. I understand the move. And then the Harbaugh firing, Orlovsky said kind of the opposite thing. Like, I don't understand how you could do anything like this at all.
Oh my gosh, dude, this is my world right now. One happens in real time, which is the McDermott firing.
That's what happened.
One, Harbaugh happened not in real time. It was hours after we commented on. I literally said the same thing on NFL Live about the McDermott firing that I said about the Harbaugh firing. Is it the right decision? No, because I have no idea what the next answer is. I have no idea who that next coach is going to be and how good he'll be. 2, you're not going to find a better coach than Sean McDermott out on the market right now outside of Mike Tomlin. We know he's not coaching. I said the same thing about Harbaugh. Just people make stuff up.
Okay, so thank you for clearing the air there. I don't know if people are going to believe you. Maybe you should rip the clips and post them. You're very active on X, except for whenever the guys you like and put the bandwagon on are playing bad, which is what some people have kind of noticed as well. But hey, you're trying to back your thoughts. It's your business. I mean, your thoughts are your business. Your opinions are your business. I understand you got to stand by them.
We know, goddamn it, what's going on out here. So it be kind of collateral damage, man. Straight bullets when you have to talk about these people in particular. But you know what I'm saying? Josh Allen just go out there and want to play football and win football. He's an athlete. I know what it is to be an athlete and want to win. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't really just saying, hey, man, this motherfucker is just all bark, no bite. He shouldn't be in the league. No, I ain't saying. I'm just like, bro, call and tell some of your buddies out here to quit preempting the greatness, you know what I'm saying? Tell them to shut up, bro, because then they make you look crazy when something don't go right, you know what I'm saying? But it was a wild game, man. A couple of them calls. I was out in the hood watching the game at the homie's crib for a minute to the end of regulation. Then I slid on, did other things, but I was hearing it on the radio as I was driving, and I heard the thing about the catch, you know what I'm saying? But I went and saw the clip today, and I was like, bro, I always thought the tie, as in baseball, the tie go to the runner. Understand what I'm saying? I thought the tie catch go to the catcher. You know what I'm saying? The wide receiver. We get down on the ground and you snatch it out from my hands before we get back up. I've never known that be counted as an interception. I think I've seen that play a couple times. They go back and review it, and the tie always go to the runner. Man, that play I saw yesterday, but I saw a couple plays. I'm going to tell you when I said some home cooking. Late in the fourth quarter, running play. Who was it? Broncos Bills. The guy for, I think it was the running back for the Bills. He runs out of bounds voluntarily. But right at the last minute, one of the defenders for the Broncos dove at him and just kind of put a hand on him as he was going out of bounds. It was like 30 seconds left. I see, damn, the clock keep moving. So like, now I know the rule, if you run out voluntarily, it's supposed to stop. If you get pushed out, it keeps rolling. And I'm like, bro, Denver took that opportunity and said, well, he put his hands on him, so we could argue that he pushed him out. So we're going to let this clock keep rolling. But I looked out like, bro, that's that home cooking at the Broncos stadium. You know, I looked up and saw that Broncos in the middle of the field. And I think that interception call, that pass interference call, bro, the second one that they say was obvious. It was iffy. The first one most certainly was not man, I think bro. And I don't know what you can do in the NFL. I guess you can send letters to Goodell or what have you, but you know they got a penalty at the end of the game because one of the cats threw his helmet on the field. I think Tre'Davious White. Frustrated, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they played Buffalo, bro, but at the end of the day, bro, for all the praise, you know, when you want to lump it on the quarterback when they doing good, and then when they doing bad, you talking about get this guy out of here, he stinks. Well, you got to go back to Josh Allen and a 4 turnover performance, man. You know, without those, you win that game. You understand what I'm saying? So you can take it and put it on the refs at the end, and they did do them boys a bad. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you. They did Buffalo a bad, but that game should have never been in that position. Should have never been in that position.